She mocked my genetics. Now she wants my family back. When I told her I wanted kids someday, she laughed like I'd confessed to a crime. "I'd rather die than have your babies," she said. At first, I thought she was joking. Cruel humor was her thing. But the way her face twisted told me she meant it. Jessica and I had been together for 2.5 years. I'd helped her move apartments twice, covered rent 1 month when her paycheck was delayed, and even loaned her money when her car died. I thought we were building something real, that all the stress, arguments, and compromises meant something. Then, one Saturday, we went to our friend's house to meet their newborn, a little girl named Emma. I'd never been great with babies, but when she started crying, I asked if I could try to calm her down. Within a minute, she stopped fussing, resting her tiny head against my chest. Dave, my friend, grinned. "You're a natural, man. You'll make an amazing dad someday." "I hope so," I said, bouncing Emma gently. "Can't wait, honestly." I looked over at Jessica, expecting her to smile, maybe tease me. Instead, she was glaring at her phone like it had insulted her mother. The rest of the visit was awkward, the car ride home worse. Finally, I asked, "Jess, are you okay?" She turned, eyes full of contempt. "Our future, Mark. I'd rather die than have your babies. Can you imagine what disgusting little trolls we'd make with your genetics?" She actually laughed. "Thank God I'm on birth control. Look at your family, your small-town life, your boring dreams. Do you think I want that? Mediocre little kids that look like miniature yous? I can't think of anything worse." I remember sitting there, completely still, my hands trembling on the steering wheel. "Okay," I said, "I heard you." That Thursday, while she was at happy hour, I packed my stuff. I left her a note. "I hope you find what you're looking for." Then I blocked her everywhere. For weeks afterward, her words replayed in my head. Disgusting little trolls. I started believing them. Maybe she was right. Maybe I wasn't someone anyone would want to build a family with. 8 months later, I met Sarah at a used bookstore. She was a third-grade teacher. Gentle voice, smart eyes, easy laugh. We talked about books for an hour before she asked for my number. We clicked instantly. When I told her I'd thought about going back to school for engineering, she didn't ask why. She asked what kind. She was interested, genuinely. Our first conversation about kids happened naturally while babysitting her sister's twins. I was holding one of them, trying to get him to stop crying, when she smiled and said, "You're really good with them." "I love kids," I said. "Always have." She didn't flinch or go cold. Instead, she grinned. "Me too." That was it. No cruelty, no mockery, just two people who wanted the same things. We got engaged after a year and a half, married that spring. 2 years later, our daughter was born, and we named her Emma, the baby who had unknowingly ended one chapter and started my real life. When I held Emma for the first time, everything inside me broke open. I thought about Jessica, how she'd made me doubt that anyone would ever want this with me. But Sarah looked up from her hospital bed, exhausted and glowing, and said, "I knew you'd be an amazing dad." Through mutual friends, I heard bits and pieces about Jessica over the years. She was still single, tried dating apps, had a string of short relationships that fizzled. Every guy, apparently, turned out to be either terrified of commitment or emotionally unavailable. The final encounter came out of nowhere. At Emma's first birthday party, she showed up uninvited, holding a gift bag and wearing a smile that didn't reach her eyes. I caught her outside the community hall before she could come in. "Jessica, what are you doing here?" "Please, Mark. I know I said horrible things. I've changed. I want kids now. I want what you have. Then build it with someone else." Her voice cracked. "I can't. No one wants to. Dating is hard. I'm running out of time. You were the one who actually loved me." I looked at her, and for the first time, I didn't feel angry, just sorry. "You threw it away, Jess. You looked at me and said there was nothing worse than having children with me. Those were your exact words. I was wrong." "No," I said quietly. "You were honest, and I'm grateful, because it led me to Sarah, to this family." She didn't follow me when I turned back toward the building. Inside, Sarah was holding Emma, both of them laughing. "Everything okay?" she asked. "Perfect," I said, and kissed them both. That night, after Emma had gleefully destroyed her birthday cake, Sarah leaned on my shoulder and whispered, "I love your genetics." I smiled. "Good thing," I said.